स्वाती मॅडमचा फोन आला की मला आवाजच येत नाही, मग मीच फोन करायला लागतो. आपण लिमिट टू रिस्पॉन्स करून ठेवूयात, आता अजून काय काढू.
कसला गोड झाली तिची.
हॅलो
हॅलो स्वाती मॅम.
हॅलो मधुरा मॅम.
It is now on YouTube live. Okay.
Okay.
I will share the link.
Starts, I will record the meeting.
Yeah, I will share the link. Okay.
Yes. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Will you post the link in the chat box? YouTube link. Madhura ma'am.
Hello ma'am, I have posted the link in chat box.
Okay, fine. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Madam, I have also made you host for the lecture.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you. I'll take your leave. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Hello, Pradnya ma'am. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am. I think we'll wait for 2 more minutes and then we'll start.
Yeah, we have time.
Okay, yeah.
Swati ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah, did you inform this about the next week adjustment?
Yes, I have informed.
Okay.
Rasika ma'am told like you can take one lecture and Rasika Rahakar ma'am, she will take next 3 lectures. So
Acha, okay. So Monday I should take or I should not?
Yes, you should. Monday you can take and on Tuesday onwards she will continue that.
Acha, okay. So if she wants to continue the whole thing, I'm okay with that also, huh? Will you ask her?
Okay, I'll talk to
कारण काय होईल माहितीये का, म्हणजे मग मला त्या रसिकाला कन्वे करावं लागेल की तिने काय सुरू करायचंय टाइप्स.
Okay.
Anyway, we'll talk after the possibly after the class.
Yes.
4:30 नंतर मी एकदा कॉल करते. 4:30 to 5 मध्ये मला वेळ आहे.
चालेल.
We will decide accordingly.
Yes.
Yeah. Swati madam, today is the last day for these children. So I can send the PPTs to you, right? On email?
Yes, you send me on mail. I will.
Then you can send it to all. Yeah, because they will be needing it for reference.
Yes, sure. I'll make you as co-host so that.
Yes, yes, yes. You can, if you have any other sessions you have to take or any other work also, I'm okay with that. Huh?
Yes, yes, sure.
Mhm.
Thank you.
I can continue and I can be there till 4:30, not an issue.
Okay. I've made you as a co-host, so you can.
Yes, yes. After the class, I will send you the slide deck for this,
Okay, fine, fine.
for this module.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm waiting for students to join at least
Yes.
100, at least 3 digit, and then I will start. Otherwise, I have to repeat it because I'm starting crimes, the entirely new topic. It's not continuation of the last one.
Yes.
So let the student join.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, students. Again, we'll wait for some more minutes so that students are still joining. And today is the last session for module 1. So whatever doubts you have in module 1, you can discuss with Pratya ma'am today at the end of the session.
Yeah.
Okay, student, those who are in the meeting right now, inform your friends so that they will join immediately and we can.
Yeah. You can tell if you have any WhatsApp group of your own classmates, you can just quickly put it on that so that we can start. We'll another last 2 minutes. Otherwise, I'm going to start. Okay. Can you all see the screen shared with you?
Yes.
Okay, good. Good. So last minute, I'm just waiting for students to join quickly. 93. Okay. One more minute and then I'll start. Okay, let me start. So today is the last day, and we will be seeing in that is the end, towards the end of the module 1. What we are going to see is what do you mean by a cybercrime? Okay, now you all must be ready with the knowledge of fundamentals about the computer networks. Excuse me. Right, so the readiness about the networking concepts, LAN, WAN, internet, different devices, what is broadcasting, what is communication, transmission, all these things, right? So all this is already done. So let us see what is computer crime or a cyber crime. So any crime that involves computers or aided by the use of computers is called as a cyber crimes, right? There are different sorts of types of cyber criminals. They can be a very common is you must be doing crackers and hackers, right? But these are the typical classifications which are called as computer criminals. Amateurs are the regular users who exploit the vulnerabilities of the computer system. What do you mean by vulnerability? Vulnerability is weaknesses. So what these amateurs will do, they understand the computer system very well. They know how it works. They know how to find out the weaknesses, and through those weaknesses, they can find easy access to the resources, right? So that is what is called as amateurs. Then crackers, they attempt to access the computing facilities for which they do not have the authorization. And the motivation is enjoy, challenge, and curiosity. Crackers doesn't look for money actually. What they do is they enjoy challenge. अरे ये crack करना है, वो password crack करना है, website hack crack करना है. That is there, right? And career criminals are generally hackers. Those are the professionals who understand the computer system and its vulnerabilities. That is weaknesses. Generally, the motivation is personal gain. That is financial gain, right? So when
Like
we
those in the ransom virus, which came in
correct,
the
correct. Ransomwares are all this thing. They are done by career criminals. Okay, right? When money is involved or personal gain is involved, sometimes there could be grudge attacks also, right?
yes, I have gone through it.
Certain people, set of people, they may harass a particular set of people, or a boy may harass a girl may harass a boy by sending all possible messages. So when computer is used in all these situations, it is called as career
Cybercrime.
criminals. Yeah, cybercrime. It is called as cybercrime. So harassment also is considered as a cybercrime if it is done through chatting. Okay. So few fundamentals, since we have learned about network fundamentals, few important terminology about the security. Okay. How can we say that my system is secure? Will you be able to say that your system is secure?
Not actually.
Okay. How will you know that your system is secure or not?
Basically, what I think is it depends upon a person's how they surf the internet.
Can you repeat?
See, it depends upon how much knowledge you have about surfing the internet. I mean, not clicking on the advertisements and links that that attract people.
Is it only about the internet? Is it only about the internet crimes? Any other crimes which are also possible, right? Apart from surfing on the internet, other types of crime also are possible. Like, can you tell me? See, what there are two types. Financial frauds are there. There are some personal threats which are there. Phishing is there, right? Hacking is there. For phishing, you need not
Right.
surf on anything. The link comes to you. If you understand
Right.
this is not the good thing, then you will not click on that, right?
Ma'am, what about software piracy or pirated software that we have in the
Correct.
market?
Using pirated software is a crime, right? For that, you need not be surfing on the internet work, but it's a crime.
Yes.
Software piracy is also a crime, right? There are many crimes. Identity theft. You take another person's login and password and use it. That is a crime, right? So security, but we really are not in a position that you are secure because you don't know if someone else is watching on the shoulder your information, your data, right? So security is a state of well-being of information and infrastructures in which the possibility of successful yet undetected theft, tampering, and disruption of information and services is kept low or tolerable. At least when we say security, it is kept at the low level. Okay. Or the destruction is tolerable. That is called as a security. Security rests on confidentiality, authenticity, integrity, and availability. These are four important things. Okay. So information security requirements, we will study these four in detail. Confidentiality, authenticity, integrity, and availability. So information security background requirements have changed in recent times. Traditionally, what we used to do, we used to put lock and key, right? Suppose you want to put important documents you want to keep, they were generally paper, right? They were paper documents. So traditionally, they were provided by physical and administrative mechanisms. Computer requires automated tools to protect the files and other stored information. The use of networks and communications links requires measures to protect the data during transmission. So whenever you are using computers to store and retrieve data, data in storage in the computer system and data during the travel from one machine to another machine, right? All these details about these machines, networks, peer-to-peer, everything we have learned, right? So there are three important definitions: computer security, network security, and internet security. Computer security is individual machine security, right? Generic name for the collection of tools designed to protect the data and to thwart the hackers. So like every individual machine can have its own firewall, its own antivirus. Network security measures to protect the data during their transmission, like network firewall and many other cryptography or any other authentication, biometric is used, right? Internet security measures to protect the data during transmission over a collection of interconnected networks. So that is better passwords, or better passwords will be required for all these three, right? But when we talk about internet security, it comes into the larger scale. Okay. So what is a computer security? Single user system. If it is single user system like our personal laptops, it allows access to the system and each process has its own data. It is little safer to have our own personal laptop because generally nobody uses it and the information which is stored there will be safe. If the same machine is used by multiple people, like in offices, one people, if they're using one machine, it shifts. So when the second shift starts, new person comes, and many persons at the same time. Each process has its own data, and each person has its own rights, right? But the physical control over hardware gives security. Here we can physically control the security, but physical control, is it enough? No. We should also have a logical control or a software control on the networks. So in case of local networks, there are many users with the rights and the data on many places in the network, right? So like you have your data on Facebook, you have your information in your inbox, you have your information in your banks, online banking, you have information in cookies everywhere. So sensitive data passes over openly accessible lines. The enemy can be internal, can be a part of network. And if you have the ability to understand what the network is, the enemy should be traceable, right? The criminal should be traceable. So only physical control over the hardware will not help you. You should also understand the technology, right? So if you talk about internet, there are network services, accessibility and misuse. Many users with rights and data on many places in the network. Sensitive data passes over openly accessible lines. System intrusion is to steal, change, or destroy the information. The enemy is all over the world and it is completely unknown. In internet, you really cannot find out. On Facebook, you really cannot find out whether you are speaking with a boy or a girl. Are you getting?
Yes,
yes.
neither the location can be traced.
Correct. So the challenge is whether you are talking to the right person or not. That you really cannot identify. Okay. So that's the big challenge. So information system security deals with the end systems, that is operating systems, files in a host, records, databases, accounting information, logs, etc. Security of information in the transit over a network, that is, for example, electronic commerce transactions, online banking, confidential emails, file transfers, record transfers, and authorization messages, etc. So what are the fundamental questions? The same questions which I asked you. How can we determine that the system is secure? Need to define what do you mean by secure, right? That definition I have told you. Is there any generic algorithm, protocol किंवा सॉफ्टवेअर असं काही आहे का की त्याच्यामुळे तुम्हाला कळेल की ओके माझी सिस्टम सिक्युअर आहे का नाही? नाही कळणार, राईट? These are very much fundamental questions because attack आणि threat, we all should know what do you mean by attack and what do you mean by threat. Attack is already done because of COVID-19 SARS virus, right? And threat is about which virus now? Why again there is a threat of pandemic? Because of
Its new variant,
correct. Do you know the name?
Omicron,
Yes. So
and
Omicron is a threat. I'm just trying to give you the differentiation between attack and threat. Attack is already done by COVID virus, right? COVID-19. And threat is of now Omicron. Especially in our country, now there is a threat of Omicron, right? Same is the case. Threat is potential violation of security. Violation need not actually occur. Threat is nothing but okay, it will come. It will come, right? The fact that a violation might occur makes it a threat. पण जेव्हा threat actual होतो reality मध्ये, it is an attack, right? So माझ्या कॉम्प्युटरला पॉसिबली देर इज अ थ्रेट की व्हायरसेस येतील आणि जेव्हा ते येतात आणि डिस्ट्रक्शन करून टाकतात, इट्स अ अटॅक, राईट? So it is very important to guard against the threats and be prepared for the actual violation. The actual violation of security is called as an attack, right? Okay. So these are important attacks which everyone should understand in terms of this is attack on confidentiality. S and R. S is sender, R is receiver, right? Then integrity attack, tampering with the messages, that is stop the flow of the message, delay and optionally modify the message, release the message again, right? So that is called as perpetrator, म्हणजे mediator, की जो sender कडनं message घेतो, स्वतःला पाहिजे ते changes करतो आणि receiver ला पाठवतो. For example, if your friend has told you ki okay, this is the scenario, please don't tell this to anybody, what perpetrator will do? He will add his own masala and then send it to someone else and tell him or her also, don't tell this to anybody. This is integrity attack. Okay, changing the information and sending. Okay, this is as good as gossip. Then next is authenticity attack or fabrication. Yes.
Excuse me, ma'am, your PPT is not visible.
Yes.
Oh, sharing is stopped. Let me check. Okay, chat also. Okay, it was just now, right? I mean, you did not miss anything. I'll share it again. Just let me know whether you are able to see. Okay. Can you see?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Acha. So I was talking about this integrity attack, that is tampering with the messages. Okay, stop the flow of the message, delay and optionally modify. Let's say for example, in some cases message modify करायची पण गरज नसते. तुम्ही थोडा delay केला तरी तो useless होतो. Right? For example, if you want to say, okay, come at so and so, come at FC Road at 5 PM. तुम्ही मेसेज सेंडच नाही केला म्हणजे किंवा स्टॉप केला and delay it. 6 वाजता मेसेज पाठवला. What's the use if you're getting a message at 6 p.m. that you want to reach, you have to reach to Ferguson Road at 4 p.m. No use, right? Or modify the message. Simple message मध्ये only if I change today to tomorrow, you can see how much problems it can occur, right? Or financial data मध्ये ते एखादे zeros बदलले, or if I change the amount slightly, it will be horrible, right? So that is very much sensitive data. Banking data is very much sensitive data. Okay. So that is called as perpetrator. Authenticity attack, that is fabrication, that is unauthorized assumption of others' identity, generate and distribute the objects under this identity. Masquerader, that is taking identity of another people. This generally happens with the social platforms. On social platforms, people don't understand the other party is whom. There are many companies who have their own job portals. There are certain job portals which are fake. And when you register there, they are actually Al Qaeda or any other institutions who give training to become a terrorist or to prepare the bombs. The young generation gets attracted towards because they will be giving you good salaries, right? So whenever you register to any portal, please understand and find out how authentic it is, right? Attack on availability, destroy the hardware or software, modify the software in subtle way using commands. If I give format command, what will happen?
The complete data will be erased.
Correct. Your complete data will be erased, right? If you are using pen drive, if you any format, it will become blank, right? Or if I only delete, press delete button, it will delete some information which is very important, right? Corrupt the packets, or when you get your all of you are using smartphone. So when you put your phone on the factory reset mode, what will happen? When you reset your phone to factory setting, what will happen?
Same, all that you lose all the data.
Yes, you will lose all the data and it will come as good as you have brought new mobile from the market. वो setting पे चला जाता है, right? So in that case, data is not available. Then denial of service, server crash करने का. So many requests you send it to server that the server will become overwhelmed. It will use up to its resource and then वो hang हो जाता है. Right? Many times, many portals you get hang. You have to either refresh or restart it because of this denial of service, right? So these are 5 important threats or attacks, security threats. Please note them down in your notebook very quickly. Give the heading cybercrime. And draw these. This is a mind map, you can say. You can, from this, you can easily understand. Okay, sorry. Just make a note of it into the notebook.
Excuse me, ma'am. The example D modification, is it related to all those fake messages we get regarding those Amazon gifts and all, and the links are
Correct,
different?
correct.
Right.
That is phishing. All phishing. Yes. Or else any kind of a modification which comes through an email with a trusted source. Okay. Like say, suppose say for example, you want 2000 rupees from your friend. Okay, and you asked through email that please I request you to give me 2000 rupees. Somebody in between will intercept your password, will hack your password, and it will tell that वो एक zero बढ़ा देगा, and it will tell your friend 20,000 मुझे ये और account number भी change करेगा, right? So 20,000 will go from your friend's pocket to you to the another person who is sitting in middle, who is man in the middle. तुम्हें पता ही नहीं है, तुमने तो 2000 रुपीज मांगे थे, इसको चला गया 20 बिकॉज ये बीच में पासवर्ड हैक करके सब चेंज किया, एंड नाउ दिस पर्सन इज लिसनिंग द कम्युनिकेशन ऑफ बिटवीन टू. दोनों को पता नहीं है, दोनों को लग रहा है दोनों एक दूसरे से बात कर रहे हैं. That is modification. Okay. Got it, Priyanka?
Yes, yes. And even I wanted to ask recently those Bheem and Pay GPay wala, that there was an issue, right? The caller asks and the credit and the debit scenario. And
Correct.
the money is deducted with the link, some sort of link they provide.
Correct. That could be fabrication also, taking another person's identity. Sender
Yes,
doesn't know.
fabrication.
Sender का identity किसी और ने ले लिया और transaction मार लिया.
Transaction kiya, yes. Can you give one more example for interruption and the other one interception?
Interception is message. See the messages. Don't do anything. See, sometimes हमें modify करने का जरूरत नहीं है. किसी का secret पता चल गया वही काफी है ना. Are you getting?
Okay, like the personal info or something.
Correct. Like personal information. Suppose, for example, you are very tall. You are 6 feet. And you are standing in an ATM queue. आपके आगे वाली है जो लड़की, उसका height खाली 4 feet है. Okay. So she went inside and you can easily see, because you are 6 feet, you can easily see what pin she is entering. She comes out. उसने देखा ही नहीं कि वो बोल रहा है ATM मशीन की आपको और एक ट्रांजैक्शन करना है या नहीं. And instead of her, you pressed yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Instead of exit, she just leaves.
Yes. And तुमने देख लिया पिन उसने क्या डाला. Again, machine will ask pin. You know the pin because आपका height ज़्यादा इसलिए आपने देख लिया. This is the true incidence I'm telling you.
Yes, and it'll become very easy for me to just debit
Get
any
the
sort of
money.
amount I wish.
Yes. This is interception. Same is the case. मुझे email का आपका password ही मिल गया. मैंने try कर लिया 1 2 3 password में, तीसरा password लग गया मेरा. I got whole information of it. मुझे change करने का जरूरत ही नहीं है. कभी-कभी secret पता चलना itself is a big lottery. Are you getting? That is interception.
Yes, it's like somebody's actually have a control over your complete Android mobile phone with the Gmail.
Correct. That is monitors. There are monitors also which are there. Screen monitors, screen capture programs. Interception generally happens through softwares. Or the way I was telling you, physically monitoring something. Okay. Done? Have you noted this down? Shall I change it?
Ma'am, your PPT is unavailable.
Arecha. You please tell me, because I am not getting in between what is happening. Yes, Praveen has to say something that I will read and then again I will share my screen. This has happened in India with SBI banking system. This type of attack involves hackers sending malicious email attachment and URLs to the users to gain access to their accounts and computers. Like this is called as phishing. Very good, Praveen. Have you noted this down? Shall I change it? Please note down this also, or rather next to the diagram also you can write. When it is interruption, it is attack on availability. So you can write there attack on availability. Similarly for interception, modification, fabrication. Yes, done.
Yes, ma'am.
classify security attacks as active and passive. The name only suggests passive attacks obtain the message contents or monitor the traffic flows. Active attacks, modification of data stream to either masquerade. We have seen masquerading is taking another person's identity. Replay previous messages, modify messages in transit, and deny the access, right? Those 4 attacks. So these are important attacks. Passive threats will be release of message contents, traffic analysis, right? That is passive. Active attack, masquerading, replay, modification of message content, and denial of service. Please note down this mind map as well.
हॅलो मॅम.
Yes.
मॅम माझा एक डाऊट होता
हा बोल ना.
की ते आता आपण जे बोलत होतो की पासवर्ड वगैरे म्हणजे ते इझिली त्यांना ऍक्सेस घ्यायची ते आधी, पण ते आता होत नाही ना मॅम तशा प्रकारचे, कारण ते जे रेनबो टेबल आहे ना आपल्याकडे की जे हॅकर्स लोकांनी मिळून बनवलं होतं, तर त्याच्यामुळे ते पॉसिबल होतं ना. आता तर ते पॉसिबल नाही ना, कारण ते 7 to 8 डिजिटचं ते त्यांचा कोड असायचा त्याच्यामध्ये, त्यामुळे ते पॉसिबल होतं ना.
हो ना, पण मग ते जसं आपण आपली सिक्युरिटी स्ट्रॉंग करतोय तसे अटॅकर पण स्मार्ट आहेत ना रे. 7 to 8 वरून पुढे नाही का जाऊ शकणार.
बरोबर.
आर यू गेटिंग?
Yes,
What
yes,
you are
yes.
saying is correct. But the thing is, the way we are progressing, attackers also are having their own tools. कारण ते amateurs आहेत, ते regular users आहेत, they know the technology also. कळलं का?
बरोबर मॅम.
एखाद्या माणसाला कळलं आपल्याला सॉफ्टवेअर कंपनीमध्ये जॉब करून जर कमी पैसे मिळतील आणि मी जर असे कोड लिहित बसलो तर मला जास्ती पैसे मिळतील, तर व्हॉट ही विल डू.
बरोबर.
हो की नाही? सो तो आता 8 चा 15 झाला असेल, तू आता बँकेचे पासवर्ड बघितलेस तर 15 डिजिट्स लागतात की 16 डिजिट्स.
आणि मॅम त्यामध्ये एक असं होतं की जे आपल्याकडे इन्क्रिप्टेड फॉर्म युज करतो आपण कोणता पण, तर ते रिव्हर्स करायचे त्याला.
करेक्ट. त्याच्यामुळे तो एन्क्रिप्शन त्यांना डिक्रिप्शन करायची की सापडली होती.
बरोबर.
बरोबर ना? जसं की तुम्ही तुमच्या पेरेंट्सच्या समोर तुमच्या फ्रेंडला काहीतरी सांगायचं तर कोड लँग्वेज मध्ये बोलता.
हो हो.
कधीतरी आई बाबांना कळतं हा कोड काय आहे, हे म्हणजे काय. इट्स द सेम थिंग विच हॅपन्स विथ आवर सिस्टम्स ऑल्सो, सॉफ्टवेअर्स ऑल्सो. आर यू गेटिंग?
येस मॅम.
राईट. हा, सो इट इज ऑल अबाउट
इवन मॅम आपला व्हॉट्सअप यूज करतो ना, ते पण त्याच्यामध्ये इन्क्रिप्शन सगळं आता सिक्युअर झालेलं आहे ते.
येस. सी ते सांगतात एन्क्रिप्टेड आहे, बरोबर. सगळं एन्क्रिप्टेड आहे, पण आता ट्रू कॉलर वरती तर सगळे डिटेल्स दिसतात की.
बरोबर.
कॉलर वरती तुम्हाला ट्रू कॉलरचा सर्व्हर तुमच्या नंबरवरनं नाव शोधतो की नाही.
पण मॅम त्यामध्ये एक आहे की सपोज ट्रू कॉलर आपण जेवढी रजिस्टर आहेत ना, ते एकमेकांना ते इकडे सॉर्ट आउट करून सप्लाय करत असतात ते.
अरे पण ट्रू कॉलरचं क्रॅक्ट व्हर्जन पण आहे.
बरोबर.
I think even still in WhatsApp, you cannot
because
enter
you know the
password.
authentic way of doing it. One second, Priyanka. What you are saying is authentic way of doing things.
मला एक असं म्हणायचं आहे की जोपर्यंत आपण आपला डाटा कुठेतरी कोणत्या तरी मीडिया थ्रू किंवा अँगलने आपण शेअर करत नाही, सोशल मीडिया म्हणा, आपण कोणता पण मीडिया म्हणा, त्या प्लॅटफॉर्मवर आपण शेअर करत नाही, तोपर्यंत आपण म्हणजे आपला डाटा कोणी घेऊ शकत नाही.
असं तुला वाटतंय?
हो मॅम, कारण डिजिटल डिव्हाइस मध्ये.
थांब, तू आता ऍडमिशन फॉर्म कसा भरलास कॉलेजचा मला सांग.
ऑनलाईन भरला मॅम, ऑनलाईन.
मग काय सोपं काम आहे, ऑनलाईन भरलास तू फॉर्म. एकदा वेब पोर्टलवर गेलास, तुला सांग, तुला फॉर्म भरल्यानंतर असे काही मेसेजेस आले का की इकडे क्लास आहे, इकडे ही ऍडमिशन आहे, ऑनलाईन MBA आणि हे येतात की नाही? हे कुठून येतात तुला मेसेजेस? तुझा डेटा कुठे ना कुठेतरी फिल्टर होतो, तुला असं वाटतं ते सगळं सेफ आहे.
नाही, कारण एवढ्या ठिकाणी आपण लॉग इन वगैरे करत असतो, एवढे आपण ऍप्स युज करतो, तर ते इनडायरेक्टली आपला डाटा कुठेतरी झालेलाच असतो ते शेअर.
आणि दुसरी गोष्ट मी तुला सांगते, जेव्हा तू एखादा टूल ऍप्लिकेशन डाउनलोड करतोस, तेव्हा तू काय म्हणतोस गिव्हन ऍक्सेस टू कॅमेरा,
परमिशन देतो.
ऍड्रेस बुक.
Okay.
याची काही गरज नसते. तू मला सांग, फोटो काढायला ऍड्रेस बुक कशाला पाहिजे?
नाही मॅम.
But then also they ask us, no? Why they ask us? Because they want to do marketing on that.
येस येस.
आर यू गेटिंग कसं चेंज होतं सगळं आणि कशी ते मार्केटिंग स्ट्रॅटेजीज मुळे तुमचे नंबर.
इवन कॅल्क्युलेटर जरी आपण डाउनलोड केला तर त्यामध्ये तुम्हाला कॉन्टॅक्ट ऍक्सेस मागते.
राईट. आर यू गेटिंग? सो दिस इज हाऊ दे गेट द कॉन्फिडेन्शियल इन्फॉर्मेशन. ती चोरावी पण नाही लागत. अरे वी आर ऑल गिव्हिंग इट बाय आवर सेल्फ.
येस मॅम येस.
आणि जर तू नो म्हणलास तर ते डाउनलोड होत नाही.
नाही होत.
हा. सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट व्हेरी स्मार्ट पीपल, राईट? सो द थिंग इज, हे तर होत राहणार आहे. आपण काय शिकायचं यातनं? हाऊ वी कॅन मेक आवर थिंग्स सेफर, राईट?
येस मॅम येस.
मग मी काय करेल? मी जर गुगल पे वापरते, मी पेटीएम वापरते, तर मी त्या अकाउंट मध्ये कमी पैसे ठेवेल. बरोबर ना?
बरोबर.
मी तिथे लाखो रुपये ठेवणार नाही, कारण मला माहिती तिथे मी हे करेन. माझ्या ऑफिसच्या ईमेल वरती मी माझे पर्सनल कुठले ईमेल आणू देणार नाही.
बरोबर.
आय विल कीप दॅट सेपरेट, राईट? आय विल कीप माझं ऑफिसचं जर असेल आयडी, ईमेल आयडी, सपोज आय एम वर्किंग विथ इन्फोसिस, so my possible ID is pradnakashkar@infosys.com or infosys.us. suppose I'm working in US. तुम्ही त्याच्यावरती माझे पर्सनल फॅमिली ईमेल्स पाठवेल का? नाही, बिकॉज दॅट इज कॉन्फिडेन्शियालिटी. किंवा ऑफिसचे ईमेल्स पण मी माझ्या जीमेल वर नाही पाठवणार किंवा याहू वरती. सो दिस ऑल केअर आय विल टेक. मी 2 फॅक्टर ऑथेंटिकेशन करेन की माझा डिव्हाइस वर कोणी लॉग इन झालं तर मला लगेच मोबाईलवर मेसेज येईल. येतो का तुम्हाला?
येस मॅम येतो.
येस. सो ऑल दिस थिंग्स यू कॅन डू. किंवा ओटीपी, ऑनलाईन बँकिंग मध्ये ओटीपी, ATM चा ग्रिड, whatever type of security they all are providing us. So we will use them wisely. आपण ATM चा पासवर्ड कॅलेंडर मध्ये लिहिणार नाही ना, असा कॅलेंडरवर. जनरेशन लिहिते, म्हणजे युअर पेरेंट्स मस्ट बी डुईंग दॅट. वहीत लिहून ठेवतात. किंवा एटीएमच्या वेरेवर दे आर कीपिंग एटीएम कार्ड, त्याच्यामध्ये चिठ्ठी घालून ठेवतात.
ऑनेस्टली ते एटीएम ला जो एनव्हलप मिळतं त्याच्या आतमध्ये पण असतं लिहिलेलं तिथले तिथे.
Isn't it we are giving opportunity for a hacker to hack everything.
Absolutely. Yes, even in many apps I have seen की permissions मध्ये Google billing services and all सुद्धा include होतं, rather ते मग डाउनलोड होत नाही.
Correct. So it is up to you basically की आपण काय काय करतो त्याचे सगळे आपल्याला रिटर्न्स येत असतात ते. So what we can do is, I think now you must be getting की मी तुम्हाला नेटवर्क्स का नीट शिकवलं. Now you are able to relate and why this course is given as skill development, right?
Yes ma'am.
Very good. So this is nothing but awareness. You should be aware. That's it. From this skill building, you should understand that every person has to be aware. Because your parent might commit some mistake की बाबा इथे ATM चं हे केलं, काहीतरी गोंधळ केला, but not from your young generation, right? So that way you have to be very much careful. फिशिंग अटॅक.
सेकंड थिंग मॅम, SBI बँकेचं जे बोललो होता मी की त्यामध्ये लास्ट म्हणजे 2 वर्ष आधी झालं होतं ते की SBI बँकेची अख्खी साईटच त्यांनी कॉपी, म्हणजे जशाला तशी त्यांनी तयार केली होती.
Right. I know this.
अशी I don't know, you all must be in schools, but when I was in college that time अशी सोनीची वेबसाईट केली होती आणि सोनी होती. सोनीची वेबसाईट इफ यू गो इट इज esony.com. आताची जी आहे ती, पण अदरवाईज तेव्हा जी केली ती sony.com केली होती आणि तो डोमेन रिझर्व केल्यामुळे तो मिळाला त्या कंपनीला. आणि त्यांनी फेक प्रोडक्ट त्याच्यावरती सगळे फोटोग्राफ सोनीचे टाकले आणि फेक प्रोडक्ट बुकिंग करून घेतलं आणि खूप लोकांनी बुकिंग केले, लाखो करोडो रुपयांची. आणि देन दे अंडरस्टूड की ही फेक वेबसाईट आहे, पण पैसे गेलेले होते ऑलरेडी. आणि इट वॉज नॉट फ्रॉम सोनी, इट वॉज सम अदर कंपनी. तो प्रोडक्ट्स तर घरी नाही आले, पण पैसे गेले.
फोन नंबर पाहिजे.
That's how it is. Really dangerous. Scam I recently came across is the CloudTail India, which Amazon, नेहमी असतं maximum product, but there's no such company on earth as the name. That is only you can say, what do you call? It's just imaginative. It has been created, but there's no physical company as such. CloudTail.
Correct. So अशा बऱ्याच कंपनी असतात प्रियांका की ज्या फक्त पोर्टलवर आहेत.
Correct. Yes.
They are not in existence.
Yes, but Amazon CloudTail contributes around 70% of the turnover, if you see.
Yes. See, if it is an online portal which is actually dealing the business, it is okay, like our Amazon. राईट. पण
Right.
Amazonचा क्लाउड कुठेतरी आहे, Amazonचा सर्व्हर कुठेतरी आहे.
Yes.
Okay, let me just show you something. If you are just telling about cloud, I do provide trainings in data centers also. Let me check if I have something. म्हणजे किती अमेझिंग असतात क्लाउड्स आणि त्यांची सिक्युरिटी किती चांगली असते. जस्ट अ सेकंड. आय थिंक आय
Excuse
हॅव
me, ma'am.
येस प्रज्ञा.
I have joined late due to some electrical problem. So please consider my attendance. Huh?
I am not attendance taker for you.
Okay.
Neither I have attendance sheet of the students. So you have to tell this to your teacher.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so we were talking about data center. Let me just check here. Netflix, Amazon's data center. You will be amazed to see this. Okay.
Amazon Web Services is an
Can you all hear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, very good. So just see this, and you can see that how much data Amazon has to store. Just Amazon Web Services. Okay.
unrivaled colossus of the internet age, providing the computational horsepower underpinning countless organizations, from Netflix to BMW, Disney to GE, Tinder to the CIA. It earns tens of billions of dollars a year. And if you've used the internet at all lately, you've probably used Amazon Web Services without even knowing it. Join us today.
Do you know when you're using Netflix, you're actually using Amazon Web Service?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So many
Yes.
people don't know. You should understand कि मैं ये यूज कर रही हूँ मतलब मैं ये यूज कर रही हूँ. मैं फेसबुक यूज कर रही हूँ मतलब मेरा डेटा किधर जा रहा है. मैं व्हाट्सएप यूज कर रही हूँ मतलब मेरा डेटा
WhatsApp also, Facebook.
क्लाउड पे
Yes.
जा रहा है. That is very important.
As we enter the belly of the beast and take a sneak peek inside an AWS data center. In stark contrast to its cardboard boxes, vans, trucks, jet planes, and warehouses, Amazon prefers not to brand its vast portfolio of gargantuan data centers. But these monumental server farms are the very guts of the firm's wildly successful AWS, that's Amazon Web Services division. AWS began life at a 2003 meeting in the lake house of CEO Jeff Bezos. The firm had just emerged strong from the dot-com bust, but Bezos' fast-growing retailer was having difficulty setting up and rolling out its own internal server capacity. A scheme promising fast, scalable server infrastructure was duly hashed out and was swiftly identified, by the more enterprising young guns in the room at least, as a potential spin-off service Amazon could sell on to other companies. Fast forward to today, and AWS rakes in a whopping 60% of all Amazon profits. That's about $50 billion a year. How? By taking on other companies' tech problems in the cloud. If you're a startup in 2021, you no longer need to invest precious capital in vast banks of noisy, expensive servers and battalions of nerds to maintain them. You just rent time on Amazon's gear instead. That's the cloud. When you're busy, yay, you hire more gear. If you're quiet, whatever, you hire less gear. The actual gear in question is jealously hidden from prying eyes by Amazon. Even clients aren't allowed to poke around in the data centers they pay for, and their addresses aren't made public. But here's what we know. Take a typical site in Loudoun County, Northern Virginia. AWS is said to run at least 50 individual data centers in this region alone, covering several million square feet. Believe it or not, Amazon is planning on adding still more capacity in Northern Virginia. For instance, a 100-acre site near Dulles Airport, the firm reportedly just shelled out a cool $73 million for. On entry to one such data center, let's say this giant nondescript box next door to a pet resort in Sterling, the first thing we notice is that security is the overriding concern for AWS. There's high fences, guards, and several layers of intrusion detection systems, most obviously cameras. When access is permitted to very limited people for very limited periods, two-factor authorization is required on at least 2 occasions during the visit. If a visit is sanctioned, this is extremely rare, visitors are accompanied at all times by at least one authorized member of AWS staff. Once this so-called perimeter layer is passed, the next stage of the data center is known as the infrastructure layer. This is where crucial systems like backup power, fire suppression, and most importantly, HVAC or air conditioning are situated. To maintain market dominance, AWS data centers cannot be allowed to fail ever for any reason. As such, water, power, telecommunications, and internet links are all designed with full redundancy. And keeping all those servers, as many as 80,000 in a single data center, running requires constant monitoring of ambient temperature and humidity to prevent overheating. If the worst should happen and a fire breaks out, a suite of systems involving water and gaseous sprinkler systems are rigorously maintained and good to go in a crisis. Past the infrastructure layer, and we're finally where the real magic happens, the so-called data layer. Security is even tighter here, with a secretive array of intrusion detection systems and even stricter review process for anybody going in or out. Even if something minor happens, for instance, an internal door is held open slightly longer than usual, alarms are triggered. All access points are fortified with multi-factor electronic control devices. If a data breach, physical or virtual, is even so much as suspected, the relevant server is automatically disabled and shut down. These security systems are audited throughout the year according to a robust 2,600-point checklist supervised by external bodies. These external auditors can request access to anything in the data center, from humdrum logs to security footage or even the very cameras themselves.
You can see how much data, security, everything what I am telling you with respect to networks. Even you see the data center, you can see switches, right? Which I have shown you.
Yes.
All types of wires, yes, switches, routers, everything.
AWS staff are sometimes plucked at random from their shifts and interviewed about topics like the disposal of media, itself a process that's held to exacting and robust compliance metrics. Let's look at the hardware itself. In the midst of all this hypersecurity, it's maybe easy to forget that AWS data centers are fundamentally just enormous banks of servers. A typical AWS data center will hold anywhere from 50,000 to 80,000 servers, running on a combined 25 to 30 megawatts of power. It's said that AWS could quite easily double this size and make even bigger data centers. However, like everything Amazon related, it's all a question of finely calibrated scale. Distinguished engineer and AWS VP James Hamilton told attendees at the company's reInvent conference in 2016 that beyond a certain point, increasing the number of servers and racks per center no longer lowers the incremental cost. At some point, the value goes down and the costs go up. And in our view, this is around the right number, Hamilton says of the data center size AWS usually goes with. Thrillingly, Hamilton employs the term blast radius to underscore the impact a failure might lead to in a much larger data center, hence the relatively modest dimensions. Still, 80,000 servers is plenty, designed to take in, according to Hamilton, some 102 terabytes of data each and every second. Significantly, the engineer also hinted that the bandwidth within the center is wildly higher even than that. Ever evangelists for vertical integration, Amazon have made great strides in streamlining and perfecting the servers themselves over the years. Unlike other co-location server infrastructure providers, AWS has a much clearer understanding of who will be using its hardware and for what. Removing this requirement to be versatile and generalist has enabled the firm to devise ever more efficient server architectures. When mundane software operations are translated on the hardware or even the very silicon of the chips, this can shave nanoseconds off of processing times. And at Amazon scale, that makes a big difference. Initially, AWS bought servers off the peg, as it were, from traditional suppliers. But steadily over time, the firm began developing its own single-depth servers, exquisitely optimized for airflow in AWS buildings running AWS software. AWS has even developed its own so-called Graviton chipsets since acquiring Israeli firm Annapurna. These Graviton chips, currently in their second generation with a third on the way, use the power-efficient ARM architecture. This represents a break from long-term Amazon partner Intel and its x86 architecture, and is said to give AWS clients 40% better price performance, essentially putting supercomputer-level power in the hands of regular commercial users. In terms of storage, a single standard-sized rack in an AWS center can hold 11 petabytes. That's 1 million gigabytes of data on 1,100 disks. Multiplied, of course, by many thousands of times across many hundreds of data centers all around the world. AWS routers, here comes the science kids, can run custom ASICs or application-specific integrated circuits that support 28 ports with 25 gigabit Ethernet connectivity. This diverges, fun fact fans, from the industry standard 10 gigabit Ethernet and...
Did you see connectivity here? RJ45, you can see registered jack, right?
5 gigabit Ethernet connectivity. This diverges, fun fact fans, from the industry standard 10 gigabit Ethernet and 40 gigabit Ethernet networking speeds, but apparently, according to James Hamilton, offers economies of scale when paired together at 50 gigabit Ethernet. Networking between data centers, essential to provide security and backup for crucial client info, happens over Amazon's own private 100 gigabit Ethernet network, which connects the 25 international regions and 80 so-called availability zones across the vast AWS worldwide network. AWS even lays down its own private undersea cables. But back to our data center. Cooling is an overriding priority, and to minimize environmental impact, AWS, in particular in Loudoun County, Virginia, set out to use as much reclaimed water as possible. This stops the company hogging all the precious local drinking water, which would obviously be a PR nightmare. Loudoun Water, the local utility, are happy to provide this reclaimed water at a competitive rate. AWS pays serious taxes here, but it's worth noting that elsewhere, AWS has installed its own on-site water treatment systems. These prevent pipes clogging up with mineral sediment, which in turn causes costly hassle and delay. And if you think that's crazy, the company has even started developing its own power substations. All those servers use a fair bit of juice, so instead of waiting for slow-moving traditional power companies to develop infrastructure to keep all those all-important racks humming at all costs, AWS simply builds electric substations itself. Day-to-day operations within the data center are described by some ex-technicians as being akin to an ER department for computers. With that much hardware, inevitably things seize up, stop pinging, or require a reboot. Fault finding and upgrading equipment is left to a small army of techs who follow rigorously drilled playbooks that cover almost any conceivable eventuality. Metrics are set by supervisors, encouraging teams to complete tasks quickly and efficiently. Some have complained that the working environment is cold, and it's certainly very loud. In the future, we can expect to see more and even louder AWS data centers come online. From early 2020, a new AWS center opened in the Northern Virginia area alone every 3 months, totaling around 1 million square feet in footprint, and that's just one area. All in all, it's quite the numbers game. What do you think? Do these vast data centers get the credit they deserve for underpinning so much of modern life? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more supersized.
Right. So this is very important when we talk about networks and security and everything, right? Have you all understood? It's actually what we have learned. Okay. Acha. So now I am giving you some case study. Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Screen visible? Yeah. Good. So listen to me first. I am giving you part A. Okay. Part A you have to watch. And then you have to tell me what mistakes Adam is doing. Adam is a character in this video. This is a animated clipping. Adam is a character in this video, and he is new, and he is not aware about the information security at all. Okay. So I will be showing you part A. You have to observe it very much carefully. Okay. And you have to identify Adam क्या mistake कर रहा है. Okay, as a part of his first day. So I'm starting the video. I want full concentration from all of you.
Hello there. Hello, sir. I forget to bring my access card. Can you please let me come with you? Yes, please. You can follow me. Finally, a break. Hello there.
Hello, aren't you the new technician? I was wondering if you could remove encryption policy.
Sure. Let's go to the office.
Thank you very much.
Looks like someone left their laptop unattended. I am removing the policy. Hello, Adam here. How can I help you?
I am Lisa from Finance. I forget my password. Can you please reset it?
Hold on, ma'am. Are you Lisa Johnson?
Yes.
Lisa, I have reset your password to Minisoft. Don't forget to change it.
Thanks.
Hello, sir. Yes, please. I need to fix the table. Can you please leave your table for a moment? That's all right.
Looks like nothing is encrypted. I can get all data now.
Hello, sir. Our data has been breached. The new guy Adam is to be blamed for this. Can you send him to my office now? Adam, boss has called you in his office right now. Adam, you are fired. You are in lots of trouble now.
Have you seen it carefully? What are the problems? Shall I play it one more time for you? Yes,
ma'am.
guys. Yeah, I'll play it one more time for you. Observe it carefully and then tell me what are his mistakes, okay? Then I'll show you part B.
Hello there. Hello, sir. I forget to bring my access card. Can you please let me come with you? Yes, please. You can follow me. Finally, a break. Hello there.
Hello, aren't you the new technician? I was wondering if you could remove encryption policy.
Sure. Let's go to the office.
Thank you very much.
Looks like someone left their laptop unattended.
I am removing the policy.
Hello, Adam here. How can I help you?
I am Lisa from Finance. I forget my password. Can you please reset it?
Hold on, ma'am. Are you Lisa Johnson?
Yes.
Lisa, I have reset your password to Minisoft. Don't forget to change it.
Thanks.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please.
I need to fix the table. Can you please leave your table for a moment?
That's all right.
Looks like nothing is encrypted. I can get all data now.
Hello. Sir, our data has been breached. The new guy Adam is to be blamed for this. Can you send him to my office now? Adam, boss has called you in his office right now. And you are fired. You are in lots of trouble now.
Yes. What are Adam's mistakes? Okay. Who will tell? Then I'll show you the part B. Come on. Yeah, I can read it from the chat also.
Yes.
First is access card, correct? Did not encrypt the data. Careless. Very good. Rushikesh has said before sometime that it is recommended that not to use the true caller. You are right, Rushikesh. And Amazon data center is located in Mumbai, correct. In India, it is located in Mumbai and Hyderabad also. Yeah, it is there in Hyderabad also. What is this email? I don't know. Did not encrypt the data, correct. First is, okay, Priyanka has listed it down, right. First is access card issue, correct. Second is laptop left unattended, correct. Third is without getting the customer's details or consumer's details authenticated, he resolved the issue under the random name. Correct. He actually reset the password without checking whether we are giving the password to the right person. Again, left the laptop unattended and unencrypted. Some top secret file was carried away by the unknown person. Correct. Very good, Priyanka. Saurav is saying he wrote the important notice we had, yeah, which the cleaner took away. Very good. The good observation, right? Very good. Anything else apart from this? Okay. So let's see part B.
Hello there.
Hello, sir.
I forget to bring my access card. Can you please let me come with you?
I would love to. But
I suggest that you should go to reception and talk with someone there. Hello, Joe here. How can I help you?
I am Lisa from finance. I forget my password. Can you please reset it?
Lisa, can you please tell me your full name and employee identification number? Hello, sir. Yes, please. I need to fix the table. Can you please leave your table? Bring my plumbing tools. Finally, a break. Hello there.
Hello, aren't you the new technician? I was wondering if you could remove password complexity policy.
I am sorry, but that is against the company policy. How was your first day, sir?
I like to work in here, but I was wondering if you know those people in the park. I'm a bit suspicious about their behavior. Can you guys show me your identification card?
So I hope you have understood it in the right sense, right? What is security and what is required. So since you all are doing post-graduation, very soon you will be working professionals. You all should understand all these things. That was the main intent of me showing this video to you. Okay. Have you all understood any queries so far? Yes. Joe is smart. That's right. Right. Okay. So now what we can do is we can just quickly take a 5-minute break. I will also have water. You can also have a water, bio break, whatever, and then come back. Okay. In 5 minutes, we'll continue. Right. Yes, Joe is perfect in his work. So let's take a break for 5 minutes and then we'll continue till 4:30. Yes, all are back from the break.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, good. I'll give you last 2 minutes to join. I mean, in case anybody is not there. Okay. So I'm again sharing my screen. Can you all see the PPT?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, good. So we were here, right? The active and the passive attacks. So these are the security goals, confidentiality, integrity, and availability that we have studied. You can again see confidentiality is concealment of information. You can have packet sniffing, illegal copying, eavesdropping. Then integrity, attack on integrity is interception, that is intercepting the message, tamper and release them again. Authenticity, that is identification and assurance of origin of information, that is unauthorized assumption of the another person's identity. And the last thing is availability, overwhelm or crash the servers, disrupt the infrastructure. So availability is ability to use the information and resources desired as and when required. Okay. Another, apart from this, there are basic more component, that is accountability and security assurance. Accountability is ensuring that the entity's action is traceable and uniquely to that particular entity. Security assurance is nothing but assurance that all four objectives are met. Right? So interdependencies, risk. There will be different types of risks. Like in case of hardware, risk can be theft, destruction, accidents, denial of service. If it is a software, the risk can be eraser, modification, that is logic bomb, Trojan horse, viruses, and leaks, and theft. We will see what do you mean by a virus and a worm, okay, and a Trojan horse also. And for data, you have data can be data can be changed, that is altered, unwanted insights, or accessibility. You get unauthorized access. So these are the risks to the any kind of a data, right? Risk analysis can be quantitative or qualitative. Risk is a measure of cost of vulnerability, that is taking into account the probability of successful attack. Risk analysis determines whether the expenditure on new or better safeguard is warranted, right? Before going to this, just quickly write down about these components of security. If you want, I can just, sorry. Yes. I have zoomed it for you. Done. Done. Shall I put it down? Accountability is very important. Who is responsible for all the actions? That is what it says as accountability. Okay. Done. Okay, done. Shall we proceed?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, so I was talking about the risk and the network model for security. This we have already studied. Same thing we have seen, that how message comes from sender to recipient. Okay, there are certain things which I have given it to you in under the additional information part, so that you can always read those things as a part of slide deck. Okay, so methods of defense, very important. You can use cryptography. Yeah, we have discussed all these things. I have also asked you, ये कैसे करना चाहिए, क्या करना चाहिए, right? So what are the solutions? Cryptography. It is suitable for all three goals: confidentiality, availability, and integrity. Software control internally in the control program and through operating system. Development control can be in design and testing also. So you can have a control through the software only, right? Let's say, for example, if you're building a software for banking, right? Through software only you're giving password protection, no? So that will be through software control, or you can put thumb impression or any other OTP thing, right? So that is through software control. Hardware control, smart card, biometry, right? QR code, administrative routines, passwords, laws, ethics, etc. Password controls like locks, backup, planning of a building can be in such a way that no easy access will be there, because physical control is also very important, right? So these are all methods of defense. The crux of what we are learning is this, methods of defense. So quickly note this down. These are methods of defense in terms of cyber crimes. Done? Let me know once you finish.
हॅलो मॅम.
Yes, done.
मॅम याचं बेस्ट एक्झाम्पल जर घ्यायचं असेल तर मॅम मेथड ऑफ डिफेन्स मध्ये हार्डवेअर कंट्रोलचं, तर चायना आणि इराण यांनी ना न्यूक्लिअर प्रोग्राम शेअर केला होता. म्हणजे ते एक सिक्रेट होतं, टॉप सिक्रेट होतं. तर त्यांनी ऑनलाईन ते प्रोग्राम एकमेकांना शेअर न करता त्यांनी पूर्णपणे तो प्रोग्राम पेनड्राईव्ह मध्ये त्यांनी सेव्ह करून शेअर केला होता.
ओके.
म्हणजे जे की ते टॉप सिक्रेट होतं.
परत सांग काय शेअर केला?
चायना इराणला न्यूक्लिअर प्रोग्राम द्यायचा होता आणि त्यांना डायरेक्टली कोण आता न्यूक्लिअर प्रोग्राम कोणी कोणाला प्रोव्हाइड नाही करू शकत ना आजच्या ह्याच्यामध्ये, बॅन आहेत ना ते. तर चायनाकडे न्यूक्लिअर टेक्नॉलॉजी आहे ना, तर तो चायना इराणला म्हणजे सिक्रेटली देणार होता तो. तर ऑनलाईन म्हणजे एवढा मोठा प्रोग्राम त्यांनी कोणत्या वेबसाईट थ्रू किंवा कोणत्या मीडियम थ्रू नाही देऊ शकत ना ते, कारण दुसरे अमेरिकेचे हॅकर्स वगैरे ते इझिली हॅक करू शकले असते. तर त्यांनी त्यामध्ये एक मार्ग काढला की आपण ऑनलाईन नाही काहीच करायचं, सगळा प्रोग्राम हा पेनड्राईव्ह मध्ये सेव्ह करायचा आणि ती पेनड्राईव्ह त्यांना मॅन्युअली देऊन टाकायची. म्हणजे असं त्यांनी केलं होतं.
Right. Very good. That's a hardware control. That's right.
Yes.
Very good. Okay, done.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, will not be. This is for your information. We have already learned this. And password, this firewalls and everything we will be learning in the next module. Next module of the cyber security. What I want to show you is before I'll go to the cyber forensic. One more important thing I would like to show you. Yes, you all use social media platforms, right? Let us see what happens when you are on the social media platforms. Can you all see and hear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Jane had been chatting online with her friends since this holiday. Hey, John. It had been such a long day for me. How boring.
I know, right? Can you imagine? 4 weeks of holidays. I could have died of boredom.
Jane, stop playing computer games. Don't you have homeworks to do? Take care of your sister. I'm going out now. Fine. I'll stop playing. Hey, check with you next time. Bye.
Hi, Jane. Do you want to go out with me? I got 2 movie tickets, but my friend have something to attend at the last minute.
I would love to. But
Why? Aren't we friends? Besides, you said before that you wanted to see me.
well, okay.
Great. Meet me at the cafe at 2 p.m. I have dark green hair. Will be wearing checkered shirt and pair of black shoe. See you there.
Dark green hair, checkered shirt, and black shoe. He's the one. Hi. You're John? I'm Jane.
So you're Jane? Wow. You're prettier than what I've imagined. Let's go. Here, have a drink before we go for movie. My treat.
Thanks. I feel so dizzy. What happened to me? John, wait a minute. Where's my phone? And my wallet? They're gone.
See, this is how there is a possibility that you get your belongings. There is a theft of belongings or any other part also, right? Any other details also. Okay. Forensic, we'll just see what do you mean by forensic, and then I'll give you some awareness about the different crimes. Okay. That is one good video which I'll be showing it to you. So what is a computer forensic? A computer forensic involves the preservation, identification, extraction, documentation, and interpretation. This is a very good field in which any specialization, not only computers, any specialization can go. Okay. It involves preservation, identification, extraction, documentation, and interpretation of computer media for evidentiary and or root cause analysis. Evidence might be required for a wide range of computer crimes and misuses. Multiple methods of discovering data on computer system, recovering deleted, encrypted, or damaged file information, monitoring live activity, detecting violations of corporate policy. The information collected assists in arrests, prosecution, termination of employment, and preventing the future illegal activity. Right? So this is nothing but a cyber forensic or computer forensic. What will be constituting as a digital evidence? Why I'm telling you this is because when you understand cybercrime, you should also know evidence kya kya hota hai, what all things you can use it as a digital evidence. Okay. This is a very upcoming field. Any information being subject to the human intervention or not that can be extracted from a computer must be in a human readable format or capable of being interpreted by a person with expertise in the subject, right? So that is why if you have a slight expertise in the net, this concepts and plus you are interested in the forensic field, this is a good choice for you. Computer forensic examples could be recovering thousands of deleted emails, performing investigation post employment termination, recovering evidence post formatting the hard drive, performing investigation after multiple users has taken over the system or after the crash, right? Yeah. So there are lots of things which you can again read as a subsequent information from my slide deck, which you will be getting it. I'll be sending it to your madam, right? But I would like to show you something which is really very important for you all to understand. This is a small, let me just check whether it's the same thing. Yeah.
But even in the smaller.
Right. Yeah.
If you ask somebody who are.
Yeah. So this is, please, you have to be really very much careful. She is advocate Vaishali Bhagwat. She is a criminal lawyer and she is into the area of cyber security as well. Okay. So these are very, this is very important. She's just introducing what is a cyber crime, and then we can see many incidences which has happened. This is a great learning and awareness for you. So I would want all of you to be really seeing it carefully. Okay. This could be the summary of whatever we have learned.
Somebody who a criminal was, the answer would have been very obvious. 20 years back, if you ask somebody who a criminal was, the answer would have been very obvious. Someone with a knife, gun, and blood on his hands. Now the world has changed, and so has the world of criminals. He is no longer somebody with a relatively poor background or a traumatic childhood. He's someone more like you and me. Someone who's smartly dressed, wears a suit, a tie, drives cars, uses flashy gadgets. The keyboard has replaced the gun, and that is now a more powerful tool. This is the cybercrime. Today's most common threat isn't the.
Anybody who is unmuted, please mute yourself. I really want you all to focus and listen to this.
A man who owns a missile. Today's threat is a man 2,000 miles away who has the password to fire it. As crime has gone cyber, we now face the huge problem of the cyber criminal. As the world has now become wired, even in the smallest of places, the virtual world seems more real than the real one. Law has also developed new rules about operating the computer and internet. Violation of these rules means punishment, which could be as severe as life imprisonment. For example, meet Aditya. Aditya was just 5 years old when he sat at a computer. When he was 9, he knew how to operate more than 10 different softwares. By the time he was 16, he was programming in 4 languages. When he turned 22, he could effortlessly hack into any major email service. But Aditya was always a good guy. He could hack into websites and then tell companies what was wrong with them. Most took him seriously. Some even paid him.
These are called as ethical hackers, but now ethical hacking is banned in India. Okay.
Of course, his mistake was when he tried bypassing his college website just to teach them a lesson about security. He was reported, his education cancelled, and was banned entry in any college for 10 years. He was also taken to jail.
You do know what you did was wrong, don't you?
I wanted to help. Why doesn't anyone see that? I didn't go knocking on his door to tell him how bad his website was. I wanted to show him how easy it was for someone to do it.
And you saw what happened to you. It's a wrong thing to do. Your neighbor can have a door which you can easily open, but that doesn't mean you open it. Why should internet rules be any different? Whatever you're good at, you should be doing responsibly, Aditya.
अरे यार वो सब ठीक है.
ठीक नहीं है. It's not about what you feel about it. Imagine the inconvenience you're causing others. The amount of cases that have just rocketed up about kids going overboard on the net just isn't funny. Have you heard about the Riya Puja case?
No, the one where...
I was just talking to her 2 months back.
Puja and Riya were best friends till the 7th standard. In the 8th, both started liking the same guy. Naturally, they fought. Puja made a fake Facebook profile of Riya and typed messages that weren't so nice to everyone in school. No one believed Riya when she said it wasn't her. Finally, unable to cope, Riya drank poison. Luckily, she was found on time and survived. As she would soon find out, no one is faceless on the internet. Puja's IP address was located, she was caught and punished by the juvenile court. She had to spend 3 months in a remand home.
More than anything, I hate how cool I thought I was acting. It is so easy to spread the most horrible things about a person in no time. It was the easiest thing to do. I never thought I would get caught. I just want to tell all of y'all, fights happen and they can always be sorted out. Never make fake IDs or hate groups. Not a single day goes by that I don't regret doing what I did. I had the most horrible time of my life in remand.
What happens with your generation is that it is very easy for you to get what you want. You're very comfortable with technology. You people have everything at your feet. You want information, there's Google. You want to chat, there's VPN. You want to share photos, there's Facebook. You don't understand the importance of privacy. The problem is that you don't understand that there is a law that governs its use. You think you're faceless on the internet. And that is why that gives you the courage to do the things that you would normally never do.
See, it's actually not as bad as you say. I mean, we know what we want and the net helps us get it. We don't need to sit in a place like a library for hours. Google helps us find answers in seconds. If we want to remain connected with our friends, there's always Facebook.
I never said it's bad, but it's important to remember that people never change. What they are in real person and what they are in the virtual world remains the same. Just as there are bad guys in the real world, there are bad guys in the virtual world too. It's just that the virtual world makes everybody seem so beautiful and friendly, but that's not true. You already know that there would be a lot of guys getting friend requests from girls who have very beautiful display pictures. But these are actually fake accounts created by people who are out to take advantage of you. You yourself know how easy it is to hack for a professional.
True, but that doesn't mean we put any information up at all.
I'm not saying don't. Just be careful. If you leave the door open and somebody robs your house, it doesn't mean you've done anything wrong. But wasn't it stupid of you to leave the door open in the first place? Talking of robbing, there's a very funny case which happened here 6 months back. I had a friend called Robin.
Meet Robin. Robin is your regular 9 to 5 worker. He's an engineer, works hard, and helps his parents out. Robin lives alone. 7 months back, he was planning a vacation. Robin had too many friends to call and inform. So he just put up a status saying he was going out of town. When he came back, the entire place had been robbed. It was totally empty. He had been looted worth lakhs of rupees. When he was asked who all he had told, Robin said there were 1,300 friends on Facebook who knew where he was and when he was coming back. Even the police didn't know where to start from. Because by virtue of the total amount of friends, And friends,
This is very important. You say checked in there, checked in here. I am in Goa, I am in Bangalore, I am in Dubai. See what happens.
was connected to.
That would be more or less around 56,000 suspects. I think this came in the papers.
It pretty much did. It's unresolved. But what can the police even do?
You know, they have nightmares when it comes to phishing attacks.
How exactly does this work, this phishing? By the way, would you like some juice?
Actually, I wouldn't mind. See, it's very easy. Basically, you design a page that I know people use a lot. For example, I know you use Facebook. So what generally happens is I design a page that looks exactly like Facebook and then ask you to log in.
That sounds tough.
I'd do it in 5 minutes and show you if I didn't want to go to jail again. After that, then I say something like your account has been logged in 2 or more places. And so
I enter the details.
Exactly. And then all your details are with me. You know, this happens not only to Facebook, but to all other sectors. So people from banking, social networking, they all fall prey to it.
Is there something I can do about it?
General rule is never ever enter your details in a page if it pops up. Generally, if you have a good antivirus, it should take care of things. But still, it's the best way is it's better to be careful.
Now you're talking really sensibly. Hello? Yes? No, wait. No, this will just take 5 minutes. You can send it in then.
You guessed.
None of your business. Same problem though. These will you do friendship requests should be outlawed.
Let me guess. Fake profiler tried a stunt.
Close enough.
Meet Trisha. 2 months back, Trisha was on when she received a friend request from a man who seemed interested in becoming friends with her. He looked harmless, so Trisha accepted the request and started talking to him. A month after she told him all about her family and friends, he sent her 10 of her photographs photoshopped into something very obscene. He blackmailed her, saying he would put them up on her timeline if she didn't give him 50,000 rupees. Trisha had no clue what to do. She deleted him, but then he began messaging the photos to her best friends, threatening them to. Finally, Trisha told her parents. The man.
This is what the harassment is, okay? Online harassment.
It is
turned out to be a 45-year-old and had done this a number of times. He was charged with 3 crimes and awarded 5 years imprisonment.
I was so stupid. I think about it every day. People in this world are really twisted. They think in the worst possible ways. If those photographs had gone up on I never would have been able to show my face at school again. Thank God he was caught. It feels a lot better.
Do I have to come here next week?
You will come as long as they've told you. For the next month, every single week.
And then in that case, tell her what you told me.
Of course, but then I think she might already know after what she's been through.
Anyway. Thank you. I shall see you next week.
The world of cybercrimes is more dark and scary than one imagines. People operate the internet under 2 assumptions. One is that they are anonymous on the net, and second is that there are no laws for the internet. Both of these are wrong assumptions or myths. One has to be very careful while operating in the cyber world so that one does not become a victim of a cybercrime and one also does not commit a cybercrime unknowingly.
Rotary is the biggest.
Have you all understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Yeah? Have you all understood? This is a very generic scenarios which I have tried to. In fact, the Rotary has tried to give it to all. It's basically an awareness program. Okay. One important thing was missing from all these things was viruses and worms, which I wanted to show you. Okay. So before going to viruses, Okay, let me check what time we have. Okay, we are in our hands. Okay. Yeah, let us see what are viruses and worms, and then we will see the summary of all crimes. Okay.
The Internet. www, the World Wide Web. A world of unlimited possibilities. You can shop, book a trip to a sunny beach, watch movies, listen to music, take care of all your banking, and maybe even pick up a date for Saturday night. The Internet has become an indispensable part of our daily lives, both at home and at work. And the rapid development of the Internet is further reinforced by the spectacular surge in the number of Internet users who have a high-speed Internet connection via ADSL or cable. This is resulting in a growing number of people who are continuously online. The Internet has indeed opened up a world of unlimited possibilities, but it has also brought a growing number of threats. Not only the proper use of the Internet is growing, the misuse and abuse of the medium is also growing at an alarming rate. There are countless viruses and worms that use the latest tricks to force their way into your computer. They often get into your PC silently, without you even knowing they're there. But once they're actually in your PC, they can wreak horrific destruction. Your computer is like your home. Unwanted guests can break into your home or your computer at any time and in any way, often without you even seeing or noticing them. Emails, for example, can provide an entryway for viruses to penetrate your computer. You simply receive an email with an attachment that perks your interest. Your curiosity gets the better of you and you open the attachment. And presto, the virus barges in and has unlimited access to every nook and cranny of your PC. These viruses are also experts at spreading and multiplying via all the addresses in your mailbox. But the emails aren't the only way that viruses get into your PC. Actually, every time you visit a website or download free music or video files, you can contaminate your PC with dangerous installations or downloads. But viruses can do much, much more. They are so clever that they wreak all this havoc entirely on their own. They don't need your help. All they need is your PC. And
so viruses can come from any way, either backdoor, that is, if your system is weaker, then viruses can come inside from pen drives, from emails, right?
The rest takes place automatically. Worms, another group of nasty intruders, can also spread at devastating speed. Worms cleverly use the leaks in your computer programs, so they enter your computer whenever your PC is connected to the Internet, even if you aren't at home. You could say that worms act as doormen, but the only problem is that they let in all kinds of unsavory characters that you would actually like to keep out. And if you could see them, you would be horrified at the riffraff that walks straight through the door. Yeah, like we said, they're ruthless intruders. Of all the intruders, bots are without a doubt the most ruthless. They install themselves on your computer, often with the aid of a virus or worm, and, as it were, hypnotize your computer. From this moment on, you are the owner of a zombie PC. Once your PC is infected with a bot, it becomes part of a many-branch network of zombie PCs, all infected with the same bot, a botnet. It's annoying for you and dangerous for others, a breeding ground for criminal offenses. From one central point, just one malicious person can order all the bots in the network to carry out the same task. For example, to paralyze a company's network or website. And they send more than 50% of all the spam sent worldwide. The repercussions of an attack by a network are obviously immensely greater, more effective, and more damaging than an attack from an individual PC. So if you don't protect your computer against bots, it can unwillingly take part in a collective attack of this nature. And while all of this is taking place, you probably won't notice a thing. Your PC will appear to operate normally, but behind the scenes it will be working overtime to carry out all kinds of undesirable activities. All of this paints a pretty discouraging picture, just when you were feeling so positive about the endless possibilities provided by the Internet and your computer. But the good news is that it's not as complicated as it sounds. You can secure your PC by following just 4 simple rules. Rule 1. Install.
It is very important. Solutions we are not learning in this module. Okay, solutions we will be learning in the next year and the second and the third semester. Okay. And last but not the least, I'm summarizing all different types of crimes. Just watch them carefully. Identity theft, that is taking identity of other people. Generally, it happens by cracking the passwords. Viruses and worms. Phishing, they tell you that you have won something, you're getting something free, right? And they ask your bank details. Spamming, send so many emails that your email system will bog down. Inappropriate websites will be porn websites. It could be online gambling websites. Illegal sale of articles and drugs. You all young generation should be aware from this inappropriate websites. So these are all possible cyber crimes which are there and which you should be aware of, right? Have you all understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, very good. So this is nothing but overall module 1. I tried to make it more user friendly and more learning friendly so that you all will understand whoever are from even different backgrounds other than computer background will be able to understand all these things and become aware about what is cybercrime, what is network, what is LAN, WAN, MAN, internet and crimes. Okay. So I hope you all have understood and enjoyed these sessions. We have 5 minutes to go. If you have any queries, you can ask apart from attendance and notes. That I have already told you, right? Right. So any questions you can ask if at all you have any queries. Dark web. Okay. What is a dark web? It's a part of World Wide Web. Now you know what is World Wide Web, right, Rushikesh? So it is a part of basically World Wide Web that is accessible only by means of special software. So you need, so people say that 90% तो हम लोगों को पता भी नहीं है, 90% तो dark web है. We use hardly 10% of it, right? So basically when the users are using dark web with a special software, it allows the users, the website operators to remain anonymous or untraceable. That is why it is called as dark web. Okay? Have you understood?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Let me just check if I have anything on dark web, since you have got this.
So, ma'am, can the use be well authenticated or unauthenticated?
Can you repeat your question?
Basically, what he mentioned about dark web, my question is regarding the authenticity.
Oh, since they are not anonymous, they are not authenticated by the normal ways because they are using special softwares. No, I don't have anything on this computer about the dark web, but it's an interesting topic. Okay, lots of illegal activities they go on, like pornography, illegal sale of drugs, right? Drug trafficking, all these things they happen. Terrorism, it happens in the dark web. Okay, in the dark web you get some codes also, cracking codes, anything.
So there was an issue regarding the Bitcoin and all. So it's okay.
Cryptocurrencies, because the code was leaked in the dark web.
Yes, cryptocurrency.
Software code, right? Okay, anything, any queries, any feedback you want to give, you can. Did you like the session? Did you understand the session? Was it something which generally you do not learn in terms of your rudimentary syllabus coverage? And how it will help you? You should think from this perspective in future, right? Anybody? Yes, Priyanka, you are from non-computer science background, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so how was your experience?
Wonderful, ma'am. Actually, I just came to realize that the reason why cybersecurity is involved in the syllabus is because we are using it on daily basis, right? From our smart TVs, mobile phones, and everything. Even in simple transactions like those GPay, Beam, and all. So definitely, it's a must that we have the knowledge of all these pros and cons.
Correct. Very good. Yes, Rushikesh, dark web is what that is accessed by VPN. Correct. That is accessed by not only virtual private networks, there are some special other softwares also. VPN is one of them. Okay. अच्छा, Pradnya is also not from this background. So Pradnya, कळलं का तुला, समजलं का?
Yes, ma'am.
समजलं ना?
हो.
मजा आली का?
हो, छान होतं सेशन, मॅम.
Very good. Good girl. Acha, could you, Nosha, we are running out of time. Next lecture. Okay, I'll take special session on this dark web. It's a very interesting topic. Right, Nahush? So I will definitely, we will be loving to take another session on the dark web. Unfortunately, we are allotted only 4 days and I had to cover the whatever is given in the skill building. Okay, but this is additional topic which in future possibly I'll take. Okay. So thank you all. Thank you so much for your attention, and yeah, Tor browser also. That also we will see. Yes.
Pradnya ma'am?
Yes.
Yeah, Swati.
Yes. So I was just concluding saying that dark web, they are asking me to tell something about dark web and everything and take session on that. So I told them, yeah, in future I will take.
Okay, definitely I'll convey a message from students to the college authorities.
Yes,
and
yes.
let us see in future how can we be in contact with you.
Yes.
Once again, I would say thank you to Pradnya ma'am on behalf of Computer Science Department and even Galwari College, and additional credit, we have extra credit for PG. So from that committee, on behalf of that committee also, I thank Pradnya Kashikar ma'am. like we have all enjoyed this session, and even students from the non-computer background must have understood why basically this course has been introduced in their additional credits along with the traditional education what you people are already taking. Okay, so I hope all of you have enjoyed, and you're going to make use of all the concepts and virus, threat, all concepts which you have understood. So you are going to be secure in the digital world. Okay. So any student wants to give any feedback, you can. I heard from one student. She was.
Yeah, Priyanka, I asked. Yes.
Yeah.
Praveen, you want to say something?
Vivek, Praveen, if you want to say something, you can.
Yeah, they are sending messages in the chat.
Yes, yes, yes. So that is also necessary.
Yeah. Thank you so much for this opportunity, Swati ma'am. And it was wonderful. I mean, I can see that they are curious and they really want to make themselves aware about what is happening, what are onion routers, what is dark web, and they are aware about what is happening in the world also, what is happening in China, what is happening with this company, that company. So, lot many things we understood, and there was a lot of exchange of information also happened
Right.
during the
The students are really, find interesting these topics, and even it's a day-to-day life what we are facing all these things.
Yes.
And maybe in the pandemic situation, we are very close to all the scenarios what are happening around us.
Yeah, that is what I just wanted to make them aware about what is around them and what is related to them, rather than teaching them typical theory part. It
Yes,
was
yes.
more about like experiential learning, and I hope they have enjoyed.
Yes, definitely, ma'am. Okay, so on behalf of all the students also, I say thank you to Pratna ma'am, and thank you to all the students also for their active participation in the discussion.
Yeah, they are very active and they are very interactive also. I mean,
Yes.
they raise the questions, they ask logical questions, they understand, and it was fun.
Yeah, though they were not from the computer background, still even I was
Absolutely.
surprised.
No, this generation is very smart.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, I liked what they were telling and how they were engaged during the 4 days.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yes. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
If you don't
Thank
have
you
any
all.
queries, I
Bye-bye.
think we can end the meeting then.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And Merry Christmas to all of you. Yes, who is speaking?
साइबर सिक्योरिटी का एग्जाम कब है?
Oh, that I don't know.
Along with your internal examination of theory, immediately you will have exams of these additional credits courses. So you'll get the notification from your respective department basically, and I will get the notes from Pratna ma'am, and I'll circulate to the in charge of this committee, and Madhura ma'am, and she will convey all the notes to the HODs, and you can communicate to your head department teachers or the head of the department for these notes, and you will definitely get very soon. Okay. So thank you everyone, and all the best for your exams also and your future journey also.
Yes. Wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year 2022. Don't worry about the examinations, just celebrate New Year.
Same to
I'm
you,
sure
ma'am.
you have understood the concepts. Don't worry, I'll send the notes to your respective teachers. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a very wonderful new year.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.